Tell me, Kyle, did you enjoy the latest Rayman game?
Oh, you know me, I love those platformers.
Then I'm sure you had a lot of fun playing this. What is this game?
This is, a fast-paced 2D action platformer. Stop me if you've heard this one again.
How do you pronounce it? Because I say it's Aurus.
Well, there's an apostrophe between the U and the S, so I suspect it's Aaru's.
Not in this video you sent me.
Well, good job I don't proofread everything that goes up on the website then, isn't it? No, it's, Aaru's Awakening.
What are you?
You are Aaru, and you are going to be awakened.
Of course, but what is Aaru? It looks like a sloth kind of thing. Oh, now it's
You
skull.
are a quote-unquote mythical creature with two unique abilities, teleportation and charging. So you see that light beam ball thing we sent out? That's the teleportation. You teleport to where the light ball thing is. And
That's kind of cool, so you can bounce it.
yeah, pretty much. And then the other one is the charge, which is like just a dash attack there. But you use that to break through these highlighted platforms. The one I just did then.
Right.
And it's a platformer, And I've already told you the two unique gameplay changes. So
I'm glad that you sent me a 10-minute video on this to talk about when all we can say is it's a platformer.
Well, you like them indies, I know. So I was hoping that maybe you could talk to me about your favorite retro pixel indie platformers.
Have I ever played a retro indie platformer?
Have you ever played a platformer? Are you under the age of 40?
I believe I am, yes.
Well, then no, you've probably never even heard of this genre of media.
I don't own a Nintendo, so I've never played a platformer in my life.
Is the SNES your favorite console? Do you have an Atari t-shirt? If yes, you'll probably love Aaru's Awakening, which is free on PlayStation Plus this month.
Oh,
Oh, fuck Atari, after what they're doing with the whole Jeff Minter thing.
I don't know what you're on about.
That's right, so Atari are not really who they used to be at all. And I think they got bought by Infogrames. And anyway, whatever happened, now there's an Atari. And they are trying to reboot their old franchises, which made them go after Jeff Minter, who's a guy who made TKX, also the maker of Tempest. So they're suing him over the similarities between the old arcade game Tempest. This is like a 20-year-old game, by the way.
Wow.
And TKX, which is a Vita exclusive at the minute, and basically this has stopped them putting it out anywhere else. So whether or not you agree with it being right, it's still they are assholes basically. They're trying to get him to hand over his code and stuff. But then also, and this is perhaps worse, they are rebooting the Asteroids franchise into a survival crafting first-person shooter on the PC, and it is a hot mess. I was going to check it out, but it's what I saw of it when it launched was barely unplayable. It was it wouldn't function. You couldn't even get through the menus. They kept freezing. So we haven't checked that out yet, but I'm sure we will do in good time.
No, don't give Atari any of your money.
Oh, yeah, fair point. I'll wait till it goes on sale for 99 cents.
I'd rather you pirate it, even though it's against your morals. Just don't give them money.
Yeah,
they
well,
don't deserve it.
God, it's a mess, right? You have to shoot these asteroids out of the sky using the turret on your base, because if you shoot them out of the sky using anything else, or the turret shoots them when you're not manning it because it's automatic, then they get destroyed and you can't harvest them for materials. So you have to use the turret yourself as the only way of getting materials.
Wow.
Anyway, it's fucking weird. This is Aaru's Awakening. It's a
I'm
platformer.
watching this still. I still have no idea what's happening. You keep firing the teleport ball and dying over and over and over again.
So it controls like shit, basically.
You did again?
Yeah. This was my time with it. I spent an hour with this game, and then picked out the 10 minutes of goodness. And that tells you a lot about my time with it, I guess.
This is 10 minutes of goodness?
Yeah, so I had a real trouble because I can't actually see me on the screen most of the time.
I was going to say, you're kind of yellow and everything around you is orange.
Yeah, so the first level is everything's yellow. And I think you go through different colours, different seasons, because there's 4 god brother things, and you work for one of them. There's actually a story going on. The dangerous world of Luminox and stuff. But, yeah, basically I just couldn't see for a lot of this, so I didn't know where I was. I didn't know what I was meant to be platforming on. Because it's you've got things in the background of the foreground that are dark, you've got a really light background, and then the platforms you're on are the same colour. It's I don't know how the different levels shape out later on, I never got that far, but But yeah, I found it difficult at first.
What is the like yellow predator light that you keep like shitting out?
Do you mean the thing? All right, the three of them in a line.
Yeah, the 3 circles. It's like the predator
That's like a checkpoint.
laser system.
Yeah, it's less cool though. This is just a checkpoint. We are not going to rip the spines out of any children today. Let me tell you.
That would make this game a hell of a lot more interesting.
It would. So like, I think it looks beautiful, but yeah, the colors were an issue for me.
Yeah, you like yellows and oranges though, don't you?
I'll also love to be able to see what I'm doing in a game. So, you know. It's, yeah, the controls are a bit horrible. I don't know if you could remap them, I never bothered, but it's like L1 to jump or something, which seems really bizarre.
Yeah.
Because there's only like 2 functions and directional. That's like all the control you have. You know, you jump, you teleport, and you dash. And so it's a bit of a weird control, and like I kept feeling like I was on a platform and then I would like fall off and shit. Because you don't know where you're quite wide for how wide the platforms are. And it's not exactly clear where you're standing. Or which side of an angle you're going to slide down.
Yeah.
It proved difficult, hence my many deaths. This is about my best run as well. This is only like level 2 as well. Like
I still have no idea what's happening. You're just like playing in like some yellow goos.
Some materials you touch and instantly die. Others you seem to make the screen shake, but otherwise you can't move out of and seem to die. And then some you can just jump in as many times as you want, so long as you don't stop.
I was gonna say, did you just die and the game was like, oh, forget it, we'll just give you the checkpoint anyway? Basically,
yeah, pretty much. I think I got there, or got within the platform it was on. So like this, for example, like I just knocked that platform. Well, I have to do this shit again, but it's you can't stand in the yellow stuff for long enough to knock that platform down and then dash through it again.
Yeah.
So because you've got to teleport into it and then dash. It's horrible. And then there's this whole slidey thing at the end. It's I don't want to speak to whether it's hard by like platforming games because I never play them, but I could not get my head around this game.
Yeah. Well, platform games are kind of dead anyway. The only people that still make them are Nintendo.
I really indies. I really liked oh fuck, what's it called? Velocity 2X that came out last year on the Vita and the PlayStation 4. It was half platformer when you ran around as this woman, like collecting crystals and shooting things and stuff. Half action platformer and half shoot 'em up, I guess. You know, your twin stick sort of you flying through these things. It's very fast, and it was like you'd get off your ship, which would be when you're doing the shoot 'em up part, and then you'd be on the platforms, and that was awesome. Like I had no problem with the controls, no problem with the. I mean, that had teleporting as well, which acted much like this. You like threw out a grenade, and you could teleport to where the grenade thing was. So I mean, I played it on the exact same controller I'm playing this on, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you move these different realms on the orange one now. But it does look quite pretty, I thought. Like, I like the explosions, you know, when you dash through something.
Yeah, it doesn't look as nice as, I know I mentioned it earlier, the new Rayman where it was all hand-drawn art.
Yeah.
I still need to play that
played
game.
It. Yeah, I've got it. I own it on, I think, like 4 systems now. Like whichever Xbox one it was, and I think I have it on the Vita and PlayStation 4. I think I actually bought it, actually. I was going to buy it on the Wii U for whatever reason, because I thought I should probably play a platform on a Nintendo console.
It's all that Nintendo have, anyway.
Yeah, Ubisoft platform was the only thing keeping it alive.
Ubisoft games, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I know I probably asked you this before, but did Watch Dogs ever come out on the Wii U?
It did, yeah. It came out like a whole year later, didn't it? Wasn't it like last November, sorry? Am I making that up? Am I high on dust? I'm sure it was November. We should probably check that out. I'll get a copy and I'll finish it, finally.
No.
And then I can write another scathing feature piece for like 4 weeks about how shit Watch Dogs is.
Yeah.
We could get you to review it again, how about that?
Oh god, no, I'm not going to go out and buy a Wii U just for Watch Dogs.
Oh, you can have mine, it's fine. It's only sitting gathering dust and occasionally flashing up Mario Party adverts. Have you noticed that? The controller turns itself on. And,
no, I don't own a Wii U.
Oh, well, you should get one, they're great. I use mine all the time.
I know you don't use the Xbox One, but have you noticed that they've finally started putting adverts on the Xbox One dashboards?
I wouldn't know, to be honest. All I do is boot it up, play Dragon Age, and turn it off again. I don't even read what's happening around the screen. Are they like movie adverts, or are they at least games?
No, it's just adverts for games, and in the latest preview update, they've removed the word advert and replaced it with the word sponsored to make it seem not as bad.
Oh yeah, that's way less horrible. Anyway, this game was free on PlayStation Plus this month.
What game?
Aaru's Awakening. Aaru's Awake. Mario Brothers.